gorgeous, beautiful baby bimbos who are watching this right now. I'm very excited to announce that I have actually changed around my personal readings completely. So that way they are a lot more professional and organized. This way we'll be able to delve into each area of your life in a much more in-depth and detailed way. On top of my psychic readings, I'm now also offering medium readings, which is kind of a combination of both a psychic reading where I will focus in on your energy, read your energy, sort of figure out whatever aspect of your life you would like maybe a little bit of extra advice on, and then we'll get into the medium reading. Versus getting a psychic reading, which is just going to be a tarot card reading all about an area of your life, whether that be your career, love / sexy time, or just overall lifestyle guidance. Along with that, this video that you're watching right now is actually going to become a monthly occurrence. So at the end of every single month, we are going to come together for a night with the beyond. So this is going to consist of a relaxing, rejuvenating meditation, as well as a collective reading of the group for the month ahead. And then on top of that, I will do 3 to 4 mediumistic readings for people in the group, depending on how I'm feeling that night, how the group is feeling that night. Hurry up and get your tickets though, because there are only 11 spots per month. I know that that's very small, but I wanted these to be very intimate, healing experiences for all of us, where we could just sort of get together, get to know one another, and then do this beautiful event with one another. So I do have an older gentleman on the other side here that's been pushing through for a hot second now. I'm getting that it would be on the mother's side of the family. It definitely feels like a fatherly figure, so it definitely feels more like a father or a grandfather. I got glasses for this individual. Oh, so I totally forgot to mention, if this sounds like something that's applying to you, please, if you guys could, reactions down below and then like raise your hand. Put your hand up if it sounds like it's something that applies to you. You should be able to take all of it, honestly. So, and again, I don't know who could be coming in here. So if you guys can't take any of it, that's okay. We'll just let it fly. We'll just let it fly past us. But if you guys can take whatever I'm saying, put your hand up. And then if at any point it's like, okay, this doesn't sound like it's for me, you can put your hand back down again. So don't feel like if you're putting your hand up, you know, you're doing anything bad here, because we're all just here to support each other. Wow. Yeah, this person is definitely very adamant though on the other side. So yeah, I definitely had a couple of people tapping in here already. So again, this was definitely like a grandfather father figure that's passed on the other side. Some of the information that's coming up is like a little bit, I don't want to say basic to offend them, but it can be a little bit basic. So I asked them more for specifics, and I tried to get them to bring up a family memory or like a couple memories or whatever from the past, and then some memories from recently to show that they're still kind of watching over you at all times as well. It's very, very fascinating. And again, if you guys have signs with any of your crossed loved ones, they should be able to bring those up today. But let's just get into it. Okay, sorry. So this is definitely a grandfather figure. Again, I got like square glasses. I don't know why. Like he kind of showed me like the I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Up, but like that's basically what I saw for this individual. Sunshine, is this connecting with you at all? No? Or just maybe? Okay, yeah. Okay, got some hands up. So again, I said this is on the mother's side. It definitely feels like it's on the mother's side. And then this would be somebody that very heavily like to partake in fishing. And again, this is somebody that's very like, I don't want to say like stern in their nature, but they're very dominating. And you can tell because like, even when I was trying to like put them out of my mind and like try to signal up somebody else or like try to get somebody else in here, this person was very like adamant about coming through, to the point where like I genuinely felt a cold breeze like behind me, which I do not normally feel. So this person could definitely be like a bit of a jokester, a bit stern. Okay, so Sunshine, I'm gonna start with you. How is this resonating for you? Can you take all of this?
Hi, yes, I can. So here's the thing. I have 2 gay moms. So when you say it's on the mother's side,
You don't know which mother's side it would be. Yeah.
Exactly. But the only grandpa I met was one, I don't know how to explain this without saying it. So one time I was doing the Ouija board with my friends, and he came through, and the first thing he said, he spelled PHAG and pointed at my friend.
Oh.
So that's how I knew it was him.
No.
And then he told me it was a joke. So it
Mm.
sounds like him,
Yeah.
because he's that. He owned a farm of 29 acres. He was in World War II. He was very manly man, 1950s,
Yeah.
square glasses.
Okay, square glasses. Do you know for sure if he had square glasses?
Oh yeah. And
Okay.
actually, you want me to just give me a second?
Okay, yeah.
I have a picture.
Okay.
This is actually perfect. I have a picture on my altar. Can you see that okay?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I definitely get like the up vibes for sure. That's really funny.
And actually, when you said fishing, on that 29 acres, there used to be a big lake, and he used to let people come fish on it for money.
Okay, yes, I definitely feel like it's you then for sure. That's pretty crazy. That's super aligned. Whoa, okay. Yeah, because he was very adamant on coming through. I did not expect to get it like that fast, but he has definitely been being like around me more presently. Yeah, because I feel like especially since he wasn't around you super or like at all, really, like in your lifetime, correct? Like he feels like
Died when
he
I was
definitely
9, so
yeah, he definitely feels like he wants to be like more around you now. And especially when you said like the jokester, like that absolutely made a lot of sense because I was definitely getting like a funny kind of vibe off of him too. Um, yeah, and I feel like it's important for him to come through today because especially on the topic of like LGBTQ, I know you guys know that I am a huge supporter of it. And people who cross over are huge supporters of it as well. Don't think for one second that, you know, because again, it's love is love, right? Like love is this beautiful thing that we can all experience. And I feel like that's something that he's kind of like learning now that he's crossed over more. Because when we get to the other side, we definitely have a lot of lessons and everything to learn. So that's wonderful that he was able to come in here today.
yeah.
Let me see what else I can pull up here.
Yeah, because in
Okay.
life he
Oh,
was not.
yeah, throat chakra blockages. Oh my gosh, my curtain just fell behind me. So that's
I
really
saw
funny too.
that.
But throat chakra blockages, so it definitely makes me feel like this person probably wasn't as expressive or emotion like oriented when he existed on this planet. I also get the vibe that like there were definitely some things that were left unsaid with this person. I feel like there could have been a very rough relationship between your mother and him because of her sexual orientation, and that's probably something that held him back, you know, a lot, which again is why he's coming through here so strong and so in support of it. Like I'm literally getting the chills right now because like he really does feel like, you know, he wants to do this right and he wants to make sure that he's looking over you with the utmost care that he possibly can. Did you would you like to confirm any of that, Sunshine?
Oh yeah, because my parents got married in 1997. He almost didn't come to the wedding.
Oh my
He
gosh.
was this close to not coming at all. And then when my uncle died of AIDS, he was also gay. His best friend came up to hug my grandpa at the wake, and my grandpa's exact words were, "I never hugged my son. What makes you think I'll hug you?" Oh yeah, that's the
Oh
kind of guy my grandpa was in life.
my God.
Fully Catholic, fully macho man, doesn't. Oh yeah, you're not kidding on the throat chakra
For
blockages.
blockages. Yeah, yeah, that definitely came in strong here. Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm trying to like work out signs with like how they crossed over and everything. But that definitely felt like it was like just blocked up. Like I wish I could have been more supportive. I wish I could have been there more emotionally, he says too, because he feels like emotionally he was just completely unavailable. That could definitely be in part from like trauma and everything from the war as well for him. Um, hmm. Okay, so I just touched right here. I don't know if he passed away from something to do with like the brain, or I don't know if you would know anything to do with that. We don't have to get very graphic into it either.
I can if you want me to. It's up to you. I know you said you don't want a whole lot of info, but tell me what you want me to.
yeah, if you would, I mean, if you do not mind sharing, I would
I don't
appreciate
mind at
it.
all. So he died, he was in a nursing home. He just basically did the died of old age thing, but his memory, he had really bad dementia. But when
Okay.
you touched your head, that made me think, because there's this old school. I went there for middle school, but it used to be the one school in the entire town. And he
Wow.
went there as a kid. And when he was about 6 years old, his ball cap flew off of his head and it went across the road. And he ran to go get it. And he got hit by a truck and was about this close to dying.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my
Lost a whole bunch of teeth, broke his skull. It was bad.
jeez. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely was like saved then for sure.
Oh
That's
yeah. And that was like
incredible.
1924.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So definitely a toughie. Yeah, he's like you can tell where you kind of get your tough genes from, you know? Because yeah, he's saying at any point too, he definitely wants to be there for you whenever you're going through like rough situations because he is such a dominant figure. He'll absolutely help you kind of wake up to like more of your like tough side, especially when it comes to throat chakra and like kind of working through speaking your truth more too and being more open and being more blunt and honest because he says like he loves to see that in you. The creative side too. He said he loves to see that in you. I don't know if you're a painter or something to do with like, are you a painter? Something to do with
Kind
painting,
of.
but he showed me
Okay.
paintings. So,
Well, my grandma was a painter,
oh,
and we have a
okay.
ton of her paintings, and I used to
Oh
paint
my
with her. But recently, I've been repainting like little gnomes and stuff for my mom, for his
gosh.
daughter. So,
Wow, that's wonderful. Yes, he absolutely sees that for you. He absolutely sees that. And he loves it. He loves like the creativity. I feel like that's one of the biggest lessons of the divine, you guys, is like they love whenever we get creative. Like it doesn't matter if we're shitty singers. Like it doesn't matter if we're shitty dancers. Like they just want us to sing. They want us to dance. They want us to paint. They want us to just be as creative as possible because it really does heal our souls and sometimes can help us process traumas and things like that as well. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. I feel like that's something that he wants to share with all of you, as well as, again, like love is love. Always be supportive of other people. You never know what other people are dealing with or what other people are going through at certain times. Yeah, because again, he's telling me he was very like emotionally closed off. He wouldn't really let other people into his life, like really, literally ever. So he wants us to kind of take away from that and make sure that we have those people that we can kind of like lean on and go to and like um and yeah, love and like be a part of their life and everything. So yes, wonderful. I feel like he is kind of wrapping up here, so we'll maybe start getting into the next one. Sunshine, how do you feel about this though?
yeah, for one thing, I'm surprised that he came first, but I'm not at all surprised that he was so adamant. That is very him. Very, very him.
So
Um,
pushy.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Very
yeah,
pushy.
yep, that's him. I mean, he was a cook in the war. He always said you don't know how to cook until you've made chili for 500 hungry soldiers. So
God,
kind of, yeah, uh-huh, that's the vibe. But
that's the vibe.
I feel great. Yeah,
Yay, okay, good.
especially since I'm trans and I didn't get to tell any of my grandparents before they
Oh
died.
my
So,
gosh.
uh so knowing that he in the afterlife isn't, calling me slurs like he was my mother in life,
No. Oh my
that's it's
gosh.
nice. Like I always kind of knew he would be, but like the confirmation is nice.
Yes, absolutely. And also knowing that you can like talk to him and call on him too, especially when you're needing like somebody that just really has your back ultimately is very like strong and brave.
Mhm.
Yes, okay. How's everyone doing? Can we get a little thumbs up here? Yes, good. Good. Yay. Okay, wonderful. All right. So we're gonna move on to the next person that I channeled here. Um, oh my gosh. Sorry, whenever I take a breath, it's actually sort of like their soul like starting to mix with my own, so then I can start to download like more messages too, or different messages as well. I did also while we were meditating here. I know I was kind of cheating you guys just because I I was so anxious about like getting started and getting going that I really just wanted everyone to like be in a very relaxed state of mind so then I could really focus and start to get some messages here too. Yes, okay. So I have an older woman here for sure. She definitely looks to be like okay, a mother figure, I would say. Oh my goodness. Okay. Like, oh, like major throat chakra blockages. It could have been like choking or something like that. Like, I don't know what that would be. Definitely, I saw like longer, sort of like grayish, like frizzy hair. It was definitely like long, long, long. So okay, I'm not sure if this is making sense to anybody. Um, okay, let's start with Slay over here. Can you take like all of this? I know that that's not a lot. Maybe I should get a little bit more information.
About the hair, I don't know.
Okay, about the hair you don't know. Okay, I'll have you mute yourself. Is it Elisheva? Elisheva? Okay. Can you take all of this?
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, big thank you so much for being here. I'm a huge fan of yours, so I feel like I'm in the presence of a celebrity. I'm Mookie in the Discord server. I don't know
You're
for
so
sure.
cute.
I do remember my grandmother and my great grandmother both having gray hair, but I'm not sure about the length. I do know before my grandmother's hair went gray, she had it kind of long. She was used to wear her hair blonde.
Okay. I'm going to have you mute yourself. I'm very drawn to Jasmine for this, and I don't know why. Jasmine, can you take all of this?
So I have a great grandmother who passed in 2013, and she actually passed with like when you were talking about a throat blockage, when she passed, she had a tube down her throat.
Okay.
And
Yes.
she was in the hospital, and she actually she wanted to pull out the tube because like there was we were having issues in our family, and like people were coming to visit, and she didn't want certain people there for some reason. Like she was very weird about like the people that were around her when she was passing. So she was like trying to write down notes before she was passing, and like she didn't like that she had a tooth down her throat when you mentioned that. But it's the same thing with like the hair, the length of the hair, but she had like this like curly cut, and I'm pretty sure when she passed, her hair was like disheveled and stuff, and you know,
Yes.
pretty.
Okay, I definitely feel like this is for you. Like, I don't know why, like, I'm so drawn to you, and just like the way that you described, like, the throat as well, like, that definitely came through very strongly. So, I'm gonna see if I can get some more information here, but I definitely feel like it's very connected to you too. Yes, oh my gosh, she's definitely such a warm and like welcoming presence. And I know that you are saying that like she had people like coming and going towards the end of her dying, but I just want to let you know that like when we're crossing, we do really want to be around certain vibrations of people. You know, like we really do want to bring in certain vibrations of people to help us sort of cross over to the other side. So yeah, I definitely feel like this for you. Definitely okay, okay. I have to focus my energy here because there's a lot coming in. So this is definitely a woman that is very calm and welcoming, very healing of an energy, which is why she actually came through today because she knew that like this is one of my first readings. So like she wanted to come through here because she knew that it would help me out too, which is so nice of her. Thank you so much for giving me this. Um
Yeah.
um yeah, just such a warm and inviting presence. I'm really getting like such a warm hug from her. Like I literally just felt a warmth on my chest. I don't know if you do too, but that can be like literally her like hugging you right now because she just like loves you so much. Oh my gosh. Like there is so much love for you. Um wow, yes, and so much peace and tranquility. Like she's really showing me that she is definitely at peace on the other side here. Yeah, she definitely could have been in a lot of pain, especially with that tube down her throat towards the end of her life. So she's just letting me know that she's very, very happy where she is. Again with like the staples, I saw knitting, I'm trying to get them to bring up more like fun details and everything. I don't know if knitting
Yeah.
applies to you at all.
Yeah, she did. She liked to knit and she liked to sew.
Knitting,
she was-
sewing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you definitely know that she's like a very calming and warm presence, though. You feel that as
Yes.
well.
Yes, I do. Like, she was a very like kind person, and she had a lot of love to give. She was like our glue in our family.
Oh
So
my
when she
gosh.
passed, it was like, oh my God, like it kind of like distanced everybody from each other. It felt like.
Like after she crossed, you would say
Yeah.
it distanced everyone. Yeah. She's definitely like referencing that too. Just to show you that like number one, she's here, she can hear you whenever you call on her, she listens to you. I don't know if you like ever talk to her ever, but she definitely would love for you to talk to her even more if you can. She's like, don't worry about looking like a crazy person. Like I know some people out there like fear that they look like insane while they're like trying to talk to, but your loved ones seriously, seriously, seriously do listen. And she absolutely listens to you, Yeah, she gives me like the healer, like the empath kind of vibes. Like she was definitely on this planet to heal and to help other people. I don't know if she had a job where she was like literally healing or like helping other people. I'm seeing like nursing or like something like that she could have done like earlier on maybe in her life. I don't know if you would know about that or if that's something that you would
I
have to
don't know
ask
too
about.
much. I actually have no idea what she did for work.
Oh,
Honestly.
really?
It's so
Okay.
weird. Actually,
I'm
I
gonna
met
write that
her.
down.
I never had that conversation with her about that stuff, but I've been wearing her ring a lot more. There's this ring I got for my 13th birthday, and
Aw.
it was from her, and I've also practicing medium as well, and I'm still learning about it, just kind of like where you're at, like where you're like
Yes.
trying to learn and stuff. And I have never actually had a connection with her, like to talk to her directly. For some reason, like I've only sensed her presence and she doesn't talk. She just like she's just there.
She's just there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the thing with people that cross over, so once you pass away, you essentially have to learn a whole other way of communicating, right? Like through the signs, through the symbols that, oh my goodness, throat chakra blockages again, through basically the signs and the symbols that our spirit guides send to us. So that's how they like to talk to. I'm getting throat chakra blockages. Did you not get a chance to really like say goodbye or like say like your piece and everything? Yeah, because I was getting throat chakra blockages in that sense too. I want to say, was she not like cognizant or something like when you were going to say goodbye to her, or did she completely cross over?
She was when I went to go see her last, I think I couldn't talk to her, but she was trying to communicate with me. And like it was very rushed when I went to go see her, but she wasn't completely passed over yet. Like I think it happened actually like a couple days after, or like 3 or 4 days after I saw her. But during that time frame, like she was cognizant a little bit before she passed, and then like I think a day or two after, she wasn't really responsive anymore. And then yeah, like I never really had a chance to really talk to her. I think she would be like in and out in that sense, like when she was getting ready to pass.
Okay, yeah. Because she's definitely like bringing up too that like even if it was rushed, even if like anything like that, even if she wasn't necessarily fully coherent or whatever, she was still definitely there. She heard you, she heard everything. Even now she says she definitely hears you. And so she definitely wants you to like talk to her more, again, because she definitely gives me like that mad like therapist vibe. So like I could totally see you like ranting to her and stuff like in the future, like just having those kind of like talks as if she's basically there. And then Yeah, she's telling me because she can also help waken up your mediumistic abilities. That's like kind of how my spirit guides, my crossover loved ones have helped me really facilitate that
Yes.
as well. So, and then of course, like having those signs and those symbols with her. So I just saw like a cardinal. I don't know if that applies to you at all. That could definitely be like a sign from her if you see
Yes,
like a cardinal.
there's red cardinals that sit outside, but like literally, every morning, they come and like, I have like a little balcony right here. They'll come and like sit at the window.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that like
Yeah.
specifically them. I see them so often, which is crazy.
Yes.
And I always felt like it was her or like somebody
Yes.
from past loved ones. So it's so crazy that you're saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the
Yeah.
red cardinal for sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's absolutely her coming through here. And it's so funny because like whenever I see like those signs starting to come in my head, I'm like, do I want to say that? Like Bimbo and Ace is
Right.
like, do I want to say that? Like, am I
Right.
supposed to say that? But then I just say
Right.
it anyways, and I'm like, oh, okay, so that makes sense to you. Because as
Yeah.
the medium, like it doesn't make sense to me. Like, because I'm not you,
Yes.
obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I totally understand that.
so it takes like the person to kind of like help make sense of it as well, which is super cool. Yeah, so definitely try to figure out if she was in healthcare throughout her life. Again, nurse for some reason is really coming in here. For me, like something to do with like healthcare, like definitely helping people. But again, that might be something that you have to find out from your relatives after the fact or after the reading and everything. Yeah, so she says, I love you, baby. Like I'm always watching over you. I love you so much, baby. Like, um, yeah. Yeah, you'll always be my baby too. Like just something like, yeah, just about like being her baby and everything. I don't know if you're like the baby of the family, like if you're the youngest or anything of like your siblings or like
I'm
cousins.
the only girl.
You're the only girl?
Yeah.
No wonder you're her baby. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Um, but yeah, she's always there for you. Know that she loves you so much and that she seriously does. Like, oh, it's so lovely that she graced us with her beautiful presence because that definitely like calmed my energy down almost completely. Like just having her around me at this very moment in time. So that was wonderful. So I'm going to see if there's anything else that she would like to share. Yeah, mostly it was the cardinal. Like that's what she wanted to leave it on. Like just know that whenever you see that, that's absolutely her around. Yeah, and that sometimes she'll bring like extra relatives with her too, you know? Like along with the cardinals,
Yes,
they like
I
to
actually
fly
feel
together.
that. I feel the multiple relatives as well because I have other past family members that are more active in communicating with me directly than her. But
Yes.
I know what vibe you're talking about because she's not a very talkative person. She's not like overly like, yeah. So thank you so much.
Yes, of course. Yay. Thank you so much. What is her name, by the way?
Her name's Vera.
Vera? Oh, I love that. Oh, I love Vera. That's beautiful. That is beautiful, beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, Vera, for being here with us today. Okay. So I'm going to kind of give myself just a couple more minutes here, see if I can't tap into somebody else. I'm gonna play like a little bedazzle music. You know what I'm saying? Like the sparkly kind of vibes. Sparkly kind of vibes and everything. Oh, and I forgot to mention too, I do not think that I will be able to get to everybody today just because that would be a lot of energy on me. In comparison to a tarot card reading, medium readings are like 1,000% more draining because it's almost like I'm literally taking somebody else's like spirit and kind of like mixing it with my vibe while also having to like hold my energy up at a certain frequency, you know, in order to connect to them because our spirit guides can kind of like come down and like meet us down here. And that's why we're able to receive those messages a lot more. But if we want to get into mediumship, then we have to really heighten our vibration and really get more in tune with our intuition. I love how we always say like in tune with our intuition because it sounds like the same thing, you know? Okay. So I'll probably try to do 1 to 2 more here. Okay, so I'm definitely getting another older woman coming in here. It appears as though her hair is like very straight, but it's short. It's like very blunt cut. It feels like it's very straight and like it might have like some volume to it. It might be a little bit more volumed. That's kind of the imagery that was coming in for me here. Okay. So they're kind of connecting like the proper to this energy. Like they're saying that I think I got the gender wrong with this individual that could be into like baseball and things. I don't know. Yeah, my neck was itchy, so there definitely could have been like an allergic reaction. Something, I don't know. There's like that's the thing, is like sometimes the information that comes in here is so unbelievably random that like it's really hard to pinpoint it to one person. Okay. Privacy is important. Privacy might be important to this person that's coming in here too, especially with the throat chakra blockages. This definitely feels like it could be somebody that really valued their privacy, was more of a mysterious figure in their lifetime here on Earth. Um, very dark, sheltered came to my head too for some reason. So they could have been very closed off from the world. Very mysterious of an individual, which is why they kind of like took their time coming in here. You know, they were not somebody to sort of mess around or rush around. Privacy. Oh goodness, I am turning this up. Okay, does this make sense to you? Can you make sense of this? 𝖭𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵. Will you pronounce your name one more time for me too?
Yeah, 𝖭𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵. It's Hebrew for Elizabeth.
Oh, that's beautiful. 𝖭𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵.
Okay,
I'm writing that down.
I don't have too much information about this person, but it actually sounds like one of my guides that you're channeling.
Oh,
although I don't know
okay.
for sure.
Okay. I'm going to have you hold off on that for 1 second. That could definitely be because I was kind of getting like an angelic vibe from this. David, does this connect with you at all? Can you speak on this?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I know someone who passed away. Kind of did have was a little bit older. I'm curious about maybe age or even location of the person, if you could get that. If not, I'm unsure, but I am maybe feeling called to be there. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a bit of a pull to you, actually. Um, especially because like the valuing of the privacy was very important to this person. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I think so, for sure.
Okay. Because then you wouldn't really know a whole ton about this person. Okay. I'm gonna have you hold off on this.
Sure.
Nala, can you make sense of this? Can you tell me how to pronounce your name too?
It's Nyla.
Nyla, that's beautiful. Okay. I love all the names here tonight. So cool.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So I think what you described is my grandma because she have a short and like blonde haircut.
Mm.
And what did you mention again earlier?
Okay, Angel, did she call you Angel ever? Was there like an angel connection there, or like very private of an individual, like didn't really share a lot about herself?
Yeah, she was like that. And allergic reaction, yeah, she have a lot of allergic reaction. Like
Yes.
for example, like she can put like a band-aid and after she took it off, like her skin is just burned. And then for the throat blockages, she have like a sickness that requires her to like surgery, so it kind of like messed up her voice. I forgot what's the sickness called.
Oh my gosh,
Mhm.
yes, this is you.
Yes.
That is so
And
funny.
and by the shelter, I don't think that it's like she's like really private, but yeah, she's kind of private. But I think the shelter that I resonate is she was in the like she had experienced like war, so she told me about her time when she had to take shelter with her family, things like that, like under the ground,
Oh my
things like
gosh.
that.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely you. So funny. That's wonderful. It's definitely you. Yeah, especially the second that you said the haircut and the allergies, I was like, yeah, I know it's you for sure. Grandmother, you said, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, really, that's so interesting. Yeah, and okay, so let's see what's coming in here. Definitely a woman of mystery. Like, that's why it's such a hard, it must have been super hard to read her, like in person even. Like, if you were to look at her, like you would not know what was going through her head. You would not know what was going through her mind. Like, she's very like mysterious in her energy, which I think is so cool, especially for you, because um like she's very encouraging of that for you as well. Being like a very mysterious kind of private individual, and living your life that way. Did you have something you wanted to add to that at all?
Mysterious, I mean, like, yeah, I think people think that she's like mysterious because she doesn't really talk her stories a lot, but to me, like, she's very open. Like, I think she's just
Mm,
very open to like close people, to some people, to not everyone, you know.
makes sense why she's closed off to me right now then too. Well, I'm like trying to pull her in here a little bit more. Um, okay. Yeah. The allergies. Yeah, she's definitely watching over you as well, especially with like that angel sort of energy too. Um, by sheltered, was she like religious of an individual? I feel like she was like, I don't know, like she had, I don't even know if it was like religious, like church wise, or like she just kind of like was a certain way and like she kind of like stuck to it. Like her daily, like day to day kind of activities, like were very similar. Like she was very scheduled and like had everything kind of like planned out. I feel like, yeah,
Yes.
like to the T though. Like she kind of just like stayed in the same sort of routine. Like, and she wouldn't like to
Mm-hmm.
get out of her routine at all. She was a very routine
Mm-hmm.
individual.
Yes.
Um,
One of the example is she always take cold shower every day at 4 a.m. Like she never missed that.
oh
Yes.
my God.
She
Can
never
never
missed
take a
that.
cold shower.
Yeah, especially at like 4 a.m. That's really crazy to me.
Yeah, I might have to call on her to actually get me out of bed in the morning. That would be so nice, especially because she's able to wake up so early in the morning as well. Wow, that is wonderful. Like literally girl boss, like definitely girl boss kind of vibes to her.
Mhm.
Able to get out of bed. Um, well, it's interesting that I say girl boss too. Like, did she like own her own shop or something to do with that? Like, did she like own maybe like a business or like have, even if it wasn't like a physical store, like did she like make something that she would like sell to people? Do
Yes.
you know? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like crafty, like something to do with like crafty? I don't know why. I'm seeing
Yes,
like a bunch
yes.
of ties, like a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
knots or something like that. What is that? Can you explain that to me?
She likes knitting and like crochet and
Okay.
I don't know what this is, but like it's like when you put like needles through and then you make it into a painting. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, yes, like
Cross
punch
stitch.
And a
needling.
stitch.
Yeah,
Cross
Yes.
stitch.
Oh,
yeah,
or
cross
cross
stitch.
stitch.
Yeah, yeah. She likes to do
Yes.
that, and she likes to sell that, and she also have like a food like company, not really like a big thing, you know. It's just for like the neighbors and things like that. But
Oh,
she
yes.
makes a lot of food, and then the
Yes.
crafty things. Yeah, she also
Yes.
sew.
Okay.
Like yeah, she's
Oh,
do
it's so
clothes.
cute.
Especially
Clothes too.
for especially for like kids, girls, like especially girls, I'd say.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she's showing me like she's very like busy with the hands. I was seeing like I don't know if anybody has ever seen like those little like plastic knotted like keychain things, but like that's what I was seeing for some reason. Like, and so I think that that was just her way of saying like I'm crafty, but it's to do with like knots and like little things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's really interesting too. Yeah, 1,000% boss lady. Absolutely. That's wonderful. That's so cute. I feel like that's like one of the biggest messages of tonight is just know that like you guys can literally talk to your relatives whenever you want to, and you're not crazy for doing it. I do it all the time. Um, I'm not crazy for doing it. And they definitely hear you. They definitely listen to you and they like to be a part of your everyday life. They like to see what you guys have going on too. Okay. So she is bringing up like makeup for you too, which I'm noticing you do have very beautiful makeup. I
Thank
don't know
you.
if like makeup is like something that like you would like to get into doing more of, or like I don't know if like yeah, like, are you looking to get into like a career like with makeup or something to do with makeup or
I
aligned with
am a
that? Or
makeup artist.
you are a makeup artist?
Yes.
Shut up! Oh my god, okay. I'm done. Thank you guys for coming here. Okay. That's really funny. Okay. Because like I was even noticing your makeup and I was like, wow, it looks so beautiful. But she's like,
Thank
she was
you.
literally telling me, she's like, I'm there whenever she like is doing her makeup or like doing like makeup in general. And so I was like, okay, well, there's a big emphasis on makeup here for some reason.
And
So that's
she
really
also
cool.
liked to be like the host of like a makeup like a beauty guru like back in her day. Like yeah, she told me that like so she prepare all the makeup and then all the neighbors just come and then she teach her how to do it.
Oh my God, that's so
Mhm.
cool. I love that that's like such a big piece of your family too, you know? That's so wonderful. I want to do that. I want to have a beauty group and get together and just do our makeup together. That'd be so fun. Wow, okay. Um, yeah, so I feel like just know that like whenever you are practicing makeup, like she's right there with it. She loves that you do that for a living. She really does. She really appreciates that. Dick Witch perspective, Dick Witch wants to say because you know, it's separate now. But I want to say too is make sure you have an Instagram or something where you can, you know, show off your skills a little bit, get your skills out there more because you guys are all so talented. It's really important, especially in this day and age, to have a social media page and to be putting yourself out there in that sense because I know that you guys are so creative and so wonderful. So that is definitely very important here. Okay. And this is grandma, correct?
Yes, grandma.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Grandma. All the grandmas and grandpas coming through this evening. I did a reading yesterday for my boyfriend, and I actually had like my first throat chakra blockages there. Whew.
And anything to drink?
Oh yes, thank you. Great idea, you guys. Let's all get our little
Oh, you're
beverages
so
going.
sweet.
Great idea. Whew. Yeah, that throat chakra is popping off. Oh my gosh. So whenever I'm like going in to talk about something, they're always like, but yeah, I had my first sort of like younger energy that I tapped into yesterday. So that was really interesting. I haven't had any children yet. It's mostly been like um older people and then other things because they've been on the other side for a little bit longer. So it's gotten a little bit easier for them to communicate. Again, if they're newer to the other side, then sometimes it can be a little bit hard for them to come through as well. Because they're still learning how to speak in that way also. So okay, let me see if there are any further messages here. Overall, yeah, she definitely loves you. She says just keep in reminder that you're her angel. You know, she's your angel. Like she's really there to watch over you, to protect you, and to do some makeup with you, girl. Like she definitely like wants to just like chill and like hang out, you know, and just be there for you whenever you would like her to be there for you. So yes.
And one more thing to add,
Yeah.
like I at least dream about her like once a month.
Oh my gosh, know that that's actually her too. Know that that's
Yeah.
actually her. She loves to, yeah, they love to visit in your dreams and they love to show you that they're definitely happy now as well. And not like in pain or anything, that there was no suffering and there is no suffering. They're all happy and they're healthy and they're well. Yeah, regardless of the sins that they've committed on this earth, you know. We really do get blessed. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can channel into one more reading to do this evening. Oh, and what was her name?
It's Chichi.
Oh, Chi-Chi. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. And Sunshine, my darling, what was your grandfather's name? That came through to us this evening.
Eugene.
Eugene. Oh, yes.
Isn't
Wait,
it the
what's that?
same name
What?
from? Isn't that the
From
same
Up?
name from Up? That's the same name.
Is it really the same name?
It really is the same name.
Shut up. I I'm literally in shock.
No,
Oh,
no, no. His name is Carl. I was about to say.
I was about to say. I was about to say. I was like, no. Oh my god.
Yeah, Carl
Oh my god.
Fredricksen.
What?
Not Carl Fredricksen.
He gives me Eugene vibes, though. You know, like he definitely gives me
I could
Eugene
definitely
vibes.
see him doing a Eugene.
Okay, yeah. Well, and also it's really interesting too because like in the movie Up too, Carl's energy after his wife passes away is very like stern, you know, and he's not very accepting of like anyone or anything because of how the death sort of like shaped and affected him too. So Sunshine, that could definitely have something to do with, you know, him also.
Very him.
Very him.
It's very him. Carl acts exactly how my grandpa acted, except my grandma was alive and he died first. So I don't know what to tell you there.
he just was that way, yeah.
I
I definitely
looked it
have
up.
relatives.
The actor's name that voiced Carl is named Eugene.
Oh my god, I did not know that. Okay,
I just looked it up.
That's
His name's
fucking
Eugene
crazy.
Me neither. What the hell?
I did not know that at all. So that's fucking crazy. No wonder he was bringing up like Carl not only for his energy but for
Seriously.
that too. Funny. So all of us
Dang.
were like, he literally gives us such Eugene vibes too, you know?
And the
That's
funny part
so
is
funny.
Ellie reminds me so much of, like, Carl's wife reminds me so much of Grandma Audrey. Like, her nickname was Hot Lips in high school because of her singing voice. And she, in the 40s, petitioned and led protests so that the school in Missouri would let the girls into shop class.
Oh my god, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
What a
That's
powerhouse.
Audrey.
He comes off like a grump, my boyfriend does, like an emo grumpy boy, but he's really the biggest sweetheart you guys will ever meet. He's very sweet. That is crazy though. That's actually crazy. Until we can kind of connect the line here. So this was definitely somebody with a bit of a throat chakra blockage, okay? Also, wasn't really fully able to speak their truth in this lifetime. I'm getting that this person definitely loved their sweets. I don't know why, but specifically donuts was coming in big. Donuts and then also being a baker. So this person could have passed away, something to do with like potentially being aligned with the sweets a little bit here. Aligned with maybe being like a bit of a baker. Again, donuts is coming in strong here. I don't know what this is though. So I'm just gonna keep tapping in and seeing what is happening. Yeah, sweet, 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 sweet. This person had a massive sweet tooth to them. Cotton candy as well just came through. I don't know. This person has the biggest sweet tooth I think I've ever witnessed in my life. Okay, so we're just gonna start again from left to right. Elisheva, how does
Okay,
this resonate?
the donuts thing, not so much, but the sweet tooth does a little bit. I never met her, but from what I understand, shortly before my great grandmother passed away, she was in her kitchen baking cookies to visit my parents. But she was in the kitchen at the time, but she had a heart attack. And she was rushed to the hospital shortly before she passed away. But she was baking cookies at the time because she didn't want to come visit my parents without bringing something nice for them. So I don't know if that thing. And she was the director of nurses at the hospital. So she said she felt she knew she was going to go when she was brought to the hospital.
That's really interesting. Okay, so the baking definitely came in strong here. And sweet tooth. Did she have a really big sweet tooth as well?
I don't know if she had a huge sweet tooth, but she did. I have heard several stories where she did try to diet because she was on the curvy side. But she did enjoy eating. She did enjoy eating a lot.
Okay. Okay. That definitely sounds interesting. I'm going to pause you. I feel like I'm getting a line to you. Jasmine, how does this make sense for you?
If you could tap into how she looks, potentially, I think it could be my grandma that passed away last year. She was a baker. She baked, so she lived in the hood. She baked for the whole hood. She was like like a big mama in the hood, and she would take care of everybody. She had a huge sweet tooth, and she was a very like loving person. Like if you came to her door and you needed food, she got you, and
Mm,
she was very, like giving to everybody, no matter who you were.
wow. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like I can go either way. I like how you said if you can give me a visual. So let me see. Can you please give us a visual? Visual or some sort of like family memory. Oh my goodness. Throwing my pens around. Jeez Louise. Some sort of family memory, something again, something really, really to do with the throat chakra blockages here. We will just sort of like tap in here because there can definitely be some messages here for you too as well, Jasmine. Because like they all kind of have like their own little party, right? And then they'll send certain people like through to me. So they'll kind of be partying it up on the other side. It's kind of funny that I'm saying that too. So this person could definitely be a bit like of a party person as well. They love to have parties at their house. They love to have family over, big events, big, huge events. I almost said huge. So I don't know if this person had an accent. Okay. Jasmine. Okay. I don't know. I feel like it might be Jasmine again here. I don't know what, but especially because like, is the accent making sense to you or is any like parties? Parties.
Parties. Yeah, so they had these big events that they would throw at parks and stuff, and like it was just like big family events that they would have. When she passed, we had like they had a huge event, like everybody came to the funeral. It was
Oh my
packed. You could sit down.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
yeah, so we partied on her funeral too, and it was amazing and beautiful.
Okay.
Like it was that's what I connect to that. And her accent, she did have an accent.
Okay. Did she say
Yeah.
huge, like particularly or something like that?
She had a very yeah, like she would say stuff like she had like a very strong AAVE accent. So she would say stuff like that quite
Okay.
often.
Okay. So I feel like more of a connection to Jasmine. However, again, Elisheva, there's definitely going to be messages here for you. Jasmine, this is a different grandma, correct, than the one
Yeah.
that we were tapped into before? Yeah, because she definitely she's making it known to me. Okay, yeah, she's definitely a way bigger character, a way bigger
Yeah.
presence, and like takes up the space. Like, okay. Yeah, okay. Was there cotton candy at this event, at this party,
Yeah.
at her passing? Was there cotton candy?
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They had cotton candy for the kids and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. She
a
went,
lot brought baked stuff and baked goods because she would bake and stuff. It was really cool.
okay, yes. Yeah, because I was definitely like she made me point back out the cotton candy. I feel like this woman was definitely very punctual. Like she was able to absolutely get places on time. Like if not freaking early. I almost just cursed there too. So I don't know if she was a little bit of a cursor. Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I tried to stop myself there. Very like blunt. Like she makes her presence known. Like when she is in the room, you can tell. Like this
Yeah.
woman, like she even says, I'm bigger than life, you know, like I really am bigger than life. And so she's telling me like that's probably
I
why you're having issues
say that.
reaching your other grandmother. And that's why your other grandmother actually came in first because she's like, it's my time to shine. Okay. You can't always be the person that's taking over the entire, like the entire space, the entire room. So that's really funny. Yeah.
It sounds like a
Yeah.
spiritual
Very.
sitcom.
You know, like a
Yeah.
spiritual sitcom, exactly. They're hashing it out on the other end. But she's like, yeah, first you can go first, you can have your time, you know, but when it's my time to shine, like I'm really gonna be shining, you know, like she definitely comes through here stronger. Um, this you said this grandmother passed like more recently than this other one? Because
Mhm.
that's crazy. Because she can speak like it's nobody's business. Like she must have definitely been a very spiritual person,
She
very spiritual, like very like aligned.
her-
Wait, sorry, what are you saying? I'm
she was
interrupting you.
very sorry. She was very religious. So yeah, she was pretty much tapped into that kind of side of things, a lot of my family are very like they're either very like spiritual or they're very religious.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So very religious in that
yeah,
aspect. Like definitely believed in the afterlife, you know?
yeah, she did. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I feel like that's where I was getting the punctuality too. Like she was showing me that she was always like early to church, you know? She's definitely a very social individual. She loves to talk up a storm. That's why I'm getting like the throat chakra blockages, but it's like anti for her. She's
Mhm.
like she's very extroverted. And you can tell the complete opposite between your grandmothers because your one over here is very introverted. Like she's very like, you know, kind of like keeps herself more subdued. And then this other grandmother that's coming in here is like, I do whatever the fuck I want. You know, like I
Yeah.
do what I say. I very like am very out there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So she really wanted to come through today too. Because she absolutely is the one that's kind of like your main person, you know? Like
Yeah.
I feel like whenever you feel a familiar kind of presence around you, like a family presence around you, she's absolutely the one that's typically like there, you
Mhm.
know? Like,
Yeah.
and again, you can tell. Um, because she makes her presence very known. Like I feel like even you will intuitively pick up on it and intuitively will
Yeah.
kind of think about her.
Yeah.
She's telling
It's
me
pretty.
that,
Go ahead. Sorry.
oh
I'm so
no,
sorry.
sorry, you go on ahead.
Oh, I forgot what I was literally gonna say. I think you should say what you're gonna say. Sorry.
Oh, okay, no problem. I was just gonna say that there's definitely a sign, like a sign that you have from her, that you know that you have with her. I'm not sure that I know what it is because I'm just a medium, but I feel like there could be something that like you've been seeing. Okay, she just showed me like rainbows. So you could definitely see like rainbows or like something to do with that and definitely think of her rainbows like crystals. I don't know, just like very beautiful beautiful things. Um okay, she's telling me she definitely had a very optimistic view of the world as well. Like she was very like that's why she's kind of showing me like all these beautiful, nice, wonderful things because that's like how she just saw the world. Like she was very optimistic, open-hearted. The throat chakra though is coming in here. Um, okay,
Oh
for a
yeah.
couple. What?
That's what I was gonna speak about was she wasn't really that involved in my life because of my upbringing. Um like I feel like that blockage, she probably wanted to say things to me and to be there more, but she couldn't. She
Yeah.
couldn't. Specifically in my like me and our relationship or our relationship with her, my relationship with her. I was like isolated from that side of my family, so
Mm.
she completely like was couldn't be really that
A part of
involved.
your life.
Yeah. And that was hard with her passing because I didn't like, not that I didn't know her. I grew up going to her house, but there was that point where I didn't see her for so long, and then I
Yeah.
yeah, it was a lot.
Mm. Yeah,
Hmm.
she's definitely very sorry that like obviously the relationship is strained, you know, because she feels like she could have done more to reach out to you, especially with those throat chakra blockages. She definitely feels like she could have been a stronger presence in your life, more of a grandmother sort of figure in
Hmm.
your life. But she's saying that like now that she's crossed over too, it might be even easier almost for you guys to have a connection. I don't know why you guys could have butted heads like when she was on this physical planet. I don't know if that
Yeah.
has to do with religion,
Hmm.
especially speaking, she's kind of saying, or like something to do along
Hmm.
those lines. Yeah, yeah. She's
Yeah.
definitely pulling that up.
Yeah. I feel like I actually have a little bit of uh like this like maybe like a grudge. It wasn't really a grudge. It was just like this like feeling like, oh, like why didn't you try harder to be in my life at towards the end of her passing. But she was very religious, so I had a unspoken like thing like I'm pretty sure she saw like my I have a tarot card tattooed on me,
Mm,
and she's like probably like,
yeah. Which one is it?
Oh, it's the lovers. My birth card.
Where is it? Can we see it at all? Is it visible? Is it
Yeah.
arm? Yes. Oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh, I
Yeah. It's
love
so
that.
cool.
That's so beautiful. Wow.
So cool.
Yeah. Mine is the lovers and the devil is my birth card, but I only got the lovers because my mom would have been mad if I got the devil's
Oh,
tattoo.
yes. Okay. Yeah, devil's a little bit
Yeah,
on the
like it's
risky
too much.
side.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. She's just giving me like this really, really, really big sense of like of a little bit like sorrow, but like mostly love, you know? Because she's definitely sorrowful that she couldn't be here more as like a warming presence on this planet Earth. She wants me to give you a hug. She wants to give you a really, really, really big hug. Oh my God. I don't know about this one, okay? So I'm just gonna say it. Because she told me, she's like, I got big titties. Like, did she have like big titties? Yes. Okay, because she's like, I would literally give you like the warmest hug. Like, look at these titties.
Yes,
Like, they're
yes.
so big. And I was like, oh my God.
That was definitely like when I was younger, like she would give us hugs and you're just like in her boobs. She had
Enveloped,
huge
yes.
boobs. That's so funny.
That is so funny. Yeah. Because I was like, I don't know if this is impolite. And she's like, say it, just say it. And so I was like, okay, fine, okay.
She's a very outspoken person. She's just like out there.
Yes, definitely like a beautiful, beautiful high note for us to end it on too, because I feel like she only wants to be that much more closer with you. And I feel like that's why she's been like making her presence so much more known to you, you know, than your other grandmother, like not even giving your other grandmother, like other people really the time of the day to even get into your mind because she just like she is so like in love with you, you know, like really genuinely, like from her
Mhm,
heart and from her soul, like she just loves, loves, loves you so deeply and so
mhm.
strong. Ooh, yes, but I love that for you. Is there anything else that you would like to know or any questions? I haven't asked anybody else this, but curious, do you have any questions for her?
Um, I want to build a closer relationship with that part of my family. So I was just wondering if maybe like I know she watches over them too,
Mm-hmm.
of course. So I think like just to be like if that's like a real thing that can happen, because
Help
like
facilitate it.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
because I feel like she's been more active than my other grandmother, but in the sense that she's more healing, like she's been more active and there for my healing than my other grandmother has been. But she doesn't say much to me, which I was surprising why like I think like she came forward because when she first passed, I sensed her energy and I could feel her like being with me, but she like wouldn't talk. And I feel like it's really funny that she's like, okay, I think I got the hang of this communication thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so quickly too, like very
Yeah.
quickly, very quickly. Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, so definitely just talk to her and ask her like if you wouldn't mind helping to facilitate maybe some communication. I definitely see a relative will reach out to you in the future. But she's saying like don't be shy. You know, don't be shy. What's that mean? Or that
Um,
meme, I mean.
oh,
But
I know.
you
I
know, like
yeah, she probably is one of those people that would want me to be more open with myself with other people because I have like I'm struggling with like self concept right now, and I
mm,
think like for her to say that like that just makes me feel like she just wants me to be more comfortable with myself. So that's really
yes.
it's really nice.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Yes, and she loves you so, so, so much. Like loves you, loves you, loves you so, so, so much. It's like it's unbelievable. Yeah, she's telling me she's hugging you too right now, so just know that you're getting a nice big warm hug from her. Um, um, yeah, and I believe that that is all. So I believe that that's all for tonight, you guys. Yay! Literally me thinking that I was going to be an influencer and then me 10 seconds later deciding that I still want to be a witch, but just a medium instead. I think it's kind of funny. It'll make the personal readings a lot more accurate too, tapping into people who've crossed over because they can watch specifically in your life and everything and tell you, like, give you advice as well. So beautiful, wonderful job, everybody. Okay, class dismissed. Thank you all so much for being here today. That was super fun. I will stay on in case if anybody has any questions or anything, feel free to leave them in the chat or reach out to me via email. I will be around.
Do you think you're going to do another one of these next month?
Yeah, at least once a month, I would say. I love you. I love you all. Have a beautiful night.